All right. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Everyone can hear me fine? Can you guys see my screen? There we go. There we go. All right. Beautiful. How's everyone feeling today? Good. Yeah, I'm pretty tired too. It's been a pretty sleepless last couple of days, but doing well. Obviously, right? Big news here for everybody, right? Prop firm is alive and well. Everything has been launched, mostly smooth, I think, all things considered. It's been pretty reasonable. And yeah, obviously had a lot of questions from everybody about that. I'm sure a ton of DMs, ton of emails. Um, so yeah, happy to try to answer as many questions as we can here today. Obviously, want to show you guys a little bit of the platform and all this kind of stuff here too, and then obviously let everyone know on how they can redeem their accounts and stuff like that. So let's get after it. See who's got the first, first set of questions, and we can kind of go from there. John Summit was great. At times packed like a sardine can, but a good time. Nice to have a day that wasn't in front of a computer, so that was amazing. All right, let's. All right, so you guys should be able to see. This is what it looks like, right? So when you log in, um, and you get going here, right? You then go to trade, and this is be where you launch your trading platform. Takes you to this page, right? Where you have your trading accounts, right? You go into Deep Chart Web, and this is where everything then gets executed, right? So should look very, very similar to Trading View. Everything is done internally, and everything is set up here. If you're we'll go over that a little bit later. Short term, everything you can execute here, right? So you can place your trades, buy, sell, set your stop loss, right? Very similar to what it is in Trading View. Pretty much effectively the same. The only thing you guys will notice that'll probably be a little bit different is just going to be the time frames. So time frames will look a little bit different here at times. Where is NQ? There it is. And you're just going to have slightly different looking colors, right? So all of this is included with the prop firm account, right? So when you sign up or when you get your account sorted, you'll get access to all of this. You can save your layouts, you can do whatever, but everything here will be managed. So again, if I were to execute a position, right, you click the button and then upside the stop loss tick there, right? So then you click open and sweet, I'm in a trade. I'm losing $15. And yeah, it should be smoother. I mean, you just saw there, Jackson, right? Just executed a trade in real time. That seemingly was pretty fast. Big reason why I went with this platform specifically was because when I tested the speed of the execution, it ended up being a little bit better than what I saw in some of the other platforms. But the speed of execution is really dependent on like a million things. So it's not necessarily that objectively binary. Best thing, and the thing that I'm most proud of, though, like I said, right, that everything is handled here inside the dashboard or inside your trading hub, right? So when you go from your dashboard and you go to, your journal or your trade tab or whatever, everything here is going to be built in internal. You're not going to have to log into a different account. You're not going to have to generate some username and password. You just go in here, you click the launch trading tab, it'll bring up that new window, right? And you'll be able to see absolutely everything that you need to see and be able to execute your trades. Does that make sense for everybody? Any questions there? Anything along those lines? So it should be really smooth, right? There are like apps and stuff that you can download, but I would be careful using those. As with trade copiers, so yes, you can set up trade copiers here, right? So I'll ideally you guys are going to be copying internal accounts here. That's the smoothest way to guarantee smooth action. For those of you who are looking to integrate copiers with like NinjaTrader accounts or other accounts, you're going to have to sit tight a little bit until we get a data connection that basically integrates with those. Although I'd be very careful with using trade copiers, as a lot of firms are cracking down on that quite significantly. And you want to be using their internal tools as much as possible. When you set up multiple accounts, or if you have multiple accounts here with DTR or day trader funding, you'll be able to set up all of them internally inside here. And initially, we're going to have people limited to 5 accounts, but we'll hopefully get that up to like 15 or 20 or 25 so that you don't have to go anywhere else to do that. And you can basically alleviate any of those extra pressures. The reality here too, team, right, is this platform is really good. I think it's very effective. It's created by the same team that made the Thinkorswim platform, right? So it's using the same data connections, it's using those same tools. And so it's a very professional trading platform, but it's also like it was the best of what we could get at the time. And I don't mean that necessarily as an insult, but like NinjaTrader won't work with, and so NinjaTrader accounts for Trade8 as well, but they just don't work with prop firms until they have like 3 to 6 months of business under their belt, so they don't tarnish their brand reputation. So we'll be looking for alternatives and other options that give us flexibility and give people more kind of choice. But this for me is something that I don't mind using. It works really well. And the price feed is better than what you're going to be used to on TradingView. So all things considered, it should be a very powerful tool. There is indicators where you can add your volume, do everything you want to do, right? So works the same way as every charting software, right, that exists. And then you just save your workspace, right? Save it as a layout, whatever it might be. But yeah, this is, like I said, guys, it's built by the same people who made Thinkorswim. So anything that you can do in what you would consider to be a very elite trading platform, you can also do here. There will be no limitations. You can set your time frame to be by the minute, the second, the hour, however you want, right? There's a lot of flexibility here to allow you to create anything. But fundamentally, it's still just an execution software. It's still going to be the same price, right, as you see anywhere else. Still going to just be a buy button and a sell button. Nothing is going to be that different. But don't overthink it too much. And go for there. As for setting like custom indicators on this, no, not at the moment. I don't have the ability to do that. So you'll have to just do it primarily, guys, right? On all I'm going to be doing from my end is I'm going to be just having like this order window up, right? Or I would just have this order window up. And like I don't know if I'm going to change my analysis too much from what I'm going to be doing. It's all going to look continually or consistently the same. I'm sure there's probably a way that we could get the opening range set up in there or something along those lines. But in the short term, It's just an execution software. Use it as you have for every other prop firm. And as we get integrations that allow trading view, those problems will be solved. It's just because I'm full screen here. All right, so that's better now, I would think. All right, so that's be able to see everything. So still see everything there, right? It's all the same. Any other questions? Make sense? All right. Do you guys have any questions about the prop firm in general? Anything that you guys want answered or doesn't make sense or whatever it might be. Is there something there that you guys think is maybe missing? What do we think? So will we be going back to TradingView? I don't know. It's personal preference for each individual. The goal here is to provide people more options so that they can choose. Could be simple. Joseph, when did you set up your account? Okay, well, yeah, last week, Joseph, right there, nothing was set up. So I think you actually didn't make a purchase here yet. And so yeah, you don't actually have an account set up. Last week when you maybe thought you made a purchase, the prop firm wasn't live. And so everything was in sandbox mode and nothing would have been generated for you. Yeah, Sonia, spot on. So once you have your account set up, you'll be able to pair all of them. So you'll have all of them showing here, and you'll be able to group them inside your internal trade copier, and it'll all be nice and smooth there. You don't have to deal with any third-party nonsense or bullshit or stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, Joseph, if you already have a login, you can make a purchase through the account that you set up. I'd hold off on a few minutes before you do that. We'll have some news coming for everyone there pretty soon. Yeah, we had a few issues in the first day or two, right? Getting it set up. Yeah, so everyone here, guys, is going to have the opportunity to redeem for all DTR members who are part of the coaching program. You're all going to have the opportunity to redeem your accounts at what is effectively my cost fee. So what that means, right, is we'll get you guys set up with as many accounts as you would like, but just at a basically my cost basis. So that covers your market data and basically the costs I have for running the platform. So we'll get everyone a coupon code that is eligible to be able to purchase up to 5 accounts here today at 80% off. And then, as we build in and grow, like I said, we'll try to unlock more funding than that for everyone. That sound fair? And what's different, right, about day trader funding or our prop firm versus other ones, right, is other ones you have to pay each time for a new account or for a new reset, right? So once you guys make this or make your account, you own that account for life, right? So you'll never have to pay another fee. You'll just, you'll have to pay a reset if you want to try again, but you will own that account for life. Right. So it just depends on the account, Shirley, right? It'll be like Apex pricing. It'll be as cheap as I can possibly make it for you guys without it putting me into the absolute poorhouse. So it'll depend, obviously, the sizing you want to trade. But yeah, like I think you'd be looking at maybe $50 for an account, maybe less, maybe more, depending on your sizing. Yeah, I'll give you guys all the coupon code in a second, right? So you can go figure it out and play around and do all these things and get your account set up and all that stuff. I just want to use this time, just answer some questions first, get everyone set up. Yeah, so website here is daytraderfunding.com. We're already live. You guys will make me a lot of money, right, Connie? The goal here is you guys have proven that you are able to be very successful and profitable traders. I want to take those of you who, do very well, back you with more of my capital, and then, truth be told, I'll make a lot of money off of you. So it should be a win-win for everybody. Streaming tomorrow, not sure yet, truth be told. Olivia, it honestly just depends on what time I get to bed here tonight. It's been a very honestly limited amount of sleep over the last 4 or 5 days. So if I can get to bed at a reasonable time and I'm not working off of 2 or 3 hours, then we will be all systems a go tomorrow. If not, then on Thursday. It really just depends. So using the new platform, there's really not anything to it, right? It's your dashboard shows you it's going to show your trading stats, right? Or it's going to update when it's appropriate. And then trade is where you see everything else, right? So like everything else, right, is booted up inside there. So it's just 2 clicks to use what you want to use. I don't know if there's anything that's worth going. Connie, your KYC, right, is going to say that it is pending until you're payout eligible. So we just don't trigger the KYC check until you're payout eligible. Does that make sense? Like when you go to submit your payout, that's when that will all clear and be certified. Until then, it's not necessary. Yeah, Greg. So question about the portfolio manager phase. Is that essentially a live account? And then follow-up question, are there any additional fees when a person reaches that level? So yeah, the portfolio manager phase is for us to get you trading live market capital. That's the whole objective, right? Is to get you trading there with 0 restrictions and to basically remove every barrier. So there are no extra fees or anything associated with that. It's a reward. It's a prize. It's the thing that you should be aiming for and ultimately what we want to get everyone in a stage towards, because that's where we all make the most amount of money. So fundamentally, no, I don't want to charge you that. eventually someone's going to be the first guinea pig for that process, and we'll figure that out. But no, if I'm pushing you to live and I'm doing that, no, I wouldn't want to charge you an extra for that. You deserve, deserve to trade as well as you can and to make as much as you can. The whole point of Portfolio Manager is you can literally take a payout whenever you want, for however much you want, as often as you want. You could take 10 payouts a day if you wanted to, right? Like, it'd be awesome if you could. So for sure, I think there's a huge possibility there. So what is KYC? KYC is know your client. So with financial products and regulation, you basically just can't send money and not know who you're sending it to, right? It just opens up the door for too much like money laundering or that kind of stuff, or tax fraud, or whatever it might be that they're protecting. So it's basically just a check to make sure that the person who actually traded the account and was executing those orders, or says that they were, matches the information that the money is getting paid towards. Yeah, so everyone who is a DTR member will get an opportunity to be able to redeem access to however many accounts they want. Short term, we're going to keep that at 5, just to basically just make sure that I can survive. Otherwise, there's a few of you that can make life very expensive for me if it's too green right away. And I don't mean that as an insult. But like we got to make sure that as we grow this out and as we do it, we transition to a stable model, right? If I get all of you guys to go live right away, and there's $6 million worth of live capital within the first week, my leverage gets screwed up, right? And so that would be that's a bit of an issue. Just don't want to do that, right? Trying to build this like 3-4 months to like really ramp this up to full scale and full size. And we'll make sure everyone here is well rewarded and incentivized to grow with us. Is there paper trading through the platform? No, there isn't. No, there isn't at the moment. There might be something we can figure out there. I'd have to think about that. For DTR members, surely these are going to be lifetime coupons, right? So there's no expiration. Short terms can be capped just at 5 purchases. And then once you've exceeded that limit, you'll be prevented from making any purchases until we increase the account limits. All right. So I think that's probably what everyone's waiting for at this point, right? Try to get everyone's coupons and everything set up, and we can try to make sure no one's having any issues or whatever. Probably our best move. So what you guys want to do here is go to daytraderfunding.com. And this is your guys' coupon code. Yeah, you can trade them together, right? You can set them up inside your trade copier. So like I said, if you do that, there's a how it works video that'll break it down and show you how to do everything and all that fun stuff. But it's all in here. So Sonia, it should just automatically connect you to the correct data feed. You don't need to sign in to DX Feed Retail. You just need to make your account on daytraderfunding.com, then click the trade button, and then it's going to say launch trading platform. When you click that, it's going to log you into all your accounts. Right? So then it takes you to this page where you are logged in, and it's going to automatically connect you to the right data connection, right? So I don't touch anything. And it automatically connected me to the right one. So now, because I've got 3 open, it's not letting me do that. But it automatically connects me to the right one. No, the AI Risk Manager doesn't lock your trades. It gives you a poke or a nudge or a reminder that what you're doing is something stupid. For those of you who are in the DTR program, I'd say probably don't need that. For those of you who are looking for like a more do-it-yourself journey, I think it could be a very valuable tool. No, does that make sense though, Sonia? Right? So the goal here, try to keep it as simple as possible, right? As limited, as limited, yeah, complication as required. Yeah, Carter. So in sim funded, yeah, it's not quite that aggressive, but it'll be like, hey, your trading size that's too big. Maybe don't do that, right? It's not been taught on my language. It's a little bit more PC. All right. So when it's sim funded, what is the intraday drawdown? If you fail that, would you have to restart and pay for another? So if you fail your sim funded account, you own your account, right? So you don't, like, unlike other companies, you don't have to pay the 1,500 reset like with Take Profit Trader, or you don't have to buy a completely new account. You just have to pay the reset fee for whatever account size that you're trading, which is going to be like anywhere from, say, $79, right? Kind of in that range. So you own your account for life. If you want to stop, if you want to pause, you'll never have to buy another one. You can just restart. So that's the whole thing. The drawdown. So the drawdown is twofold. While you're building your buffer to become payout eligible, it's a trailing intraday in the same way at Take Profit Trader. Once you clear your buffer, it's a end of day trailing. Is the whole thing the passwords, or I don't know what that means, Shirley? What does that mean? Whole thing the password? Just pinned the coupon code up top. The website is daytraderfunding.com. Daytraderfunding.com. Yeah. But you wouldn't get reset to the start of your sim funded, though, right, Carter? Right? You'd get restarted to the start, right, of your eval. The website, Shirley, is daytraderfunding.com. Daytraderfunding.com. So what happens if a position is actually left open at the end of the day? It'll be auto liquidated. So it'll be auto closed. At the moment, we do not support swing trading or long-term trading in your sim funded accounts. That is something that you would be able to do once in the portfolio manager stage, but not in sim funded. What happens when a position is open during a limit/circuit breaker event? So it depends, right? If it's limit down and you're offside and price is implied to open underneath a drawdown breach line, your account would be closed. You would be unable to open a new position and you would be liquidated. If you're the beneficiary of such a move, then yeah, you'd be fine. We have no consistency rules. We don't have any requirements that a single trade is 10% of your total P&L. You'd be payout eligible on that, assuming that there wasn't anything nefarious going on. Again, my objective here is to not to punish you for trading or for making money. It's to find the traders who are serious, talented, and can be progressed to live in a smart and intelligent way. Yeah, you just set the, I would purchase, either the evaluation or the reset pack. Those would be your best values. No, you have to make a completely new username or, completely new password. unfortunately, guys, it's not very data safe for me to be storing your passwords in a way where I could transfer them from one website to the other, and b yeah, it's just a bad idea. So no, it's a completely fresh product. You have to make a new account there. Any other questions here, team? How we feeling? Any issues with account purchases or anything like that here? That's per user, Greg, right? So per user per account, right? So it's not like, okay, you've got 5 accounts, you can pull out 4 total payments across those 5 accounts. No, it is. Shirley, I'm still confused by your question or by your statement. I'm not quite sure how to help with you there. Yeah, let me know, guys, if you can launch the trading platform, if that all works as you expect. That's the thing that has been the most challenging. So if that's working fine, everything else should be working fine. So you're not familiar with prop firm trading and you're not in my group yet. Sounds like I stream live every day and we can watch and follow along with your trading. Is that correct? And please explain how drawdown works. So yeah, you're spot on. I do offer the coupon code should not be invalid. Anyone else have issues with it? No, this is separate. Coupon code, guys, is for DTR members, exclusive for them. It will not expire. I mean, this has been publicly accessed, so we'll probably make a new one here. But you guys will all have access to it as a DTR member. This is how you will redeem your prop firm accounts in the future. Honestly, Carter, I have no idea. Based on on my end of the prop firm, when I try to execute a market order, it doesn't execute. Does that have something to do with the system I'm running it on? I have no clue. All right, not enough information there for me to be able to answer that question. Yeah, Doug, this is all recorded. You'll be able to watch this from the beginning whenever you wanted to. It seems like it's working. That's good. Maybe if you copied in with an extra space or something like that, maybe some issues. So yeah, I had a question. How does drawdown work? So drawdown is basically a calculation of how much you're allowed to lose before you lose access to your account. Generally, right, it's like a fixed percentage of your starting balance. So when you're doing your evaluation, right, you're allowed to lose up to like $2,000 on a 50K, $4,500 with 150K. And if you can make your profit target without losing that 4,500, sweet, you made it, you passed, you're onto live, or you're onto sim funded, and you're payout eligible. So that's the thing. It's basically just a max number that you can lose. No, Connie, it shouldn't be. Where are you trying to copy and paste it? Can you email me a screenshot to michael@dtrtrading.com? Yeah, you can. You're able to pick and choose however you want, but you'll be limited to 5 total at the moment. So end of day trailing drawdown, Naveed, right, is takes what your end of day balance is and then calculates that number. So if you, let's say, make $3,000 and your drawdown balance is 4,500, it takes what your end of day balance is and then subtracts 4,500 from that, and that becomes your drawdown limit. So if you're at 53,000 and your drawdown is 4,500, you could get your balance down to 49,500 prior to, or sorry, 48,500 prior to losing access to your account. There is no daily loss limit. No. But Naveed, I would really recommend reading the FAQ and literature on my website. It explains everything in a lot of detail, and there's a really handy graphic that shows you exactly how it works and how you can visualize it. So if you scroll down here, right, you can see a visualization of how drawdown works and be able to break that down in more detail. Yeah, no daily loss limit rule. You can pass your eval in 3 days. That's the fastest pass to payout in the industry. %40 faster than Take Profit Trader, right? Which is awesome. No, the trade copier, if you click the how it works, it takes you to a YouTube video, right? Which shows you how you can set it up. But you can set up multiple accounts here. No, you can purchase up to 5 now. The goal here is in 3 months or 4 months or whatever it is that we will increase that number for everybody. So you can you're limited up to 5 total account purchases at the moment. Oh, guys, website daytraderfunding.com. It's in the description of the video. Talked about it a dozen times here. Come on, make it easy for me to give you my money. There is no consistency rule anywhere. No, it's all web-based. Let's go, Joseph. First of many, my friend. Hey guys, website is pinned in the video description. The coupon code, right, is pinned in the chat. So take advantage of it. Won't be alive forever. We'll delete that here pretty soon. I will make it only accessible to DTR members. Yeah, I don't know about that, Joseph. I don't know about that. So Olivia, don't think so. This is a prop specific platform, right? So not at the moment. Maybe in 3 to 6 months, we'll have some options that allow that. So withdrawal methods will be Rise. Rise will be the primary one. And then, yeah, we could do like bank transfer, I guess, theoretically, too. Now, let's see. Coupon code works fine. So when I'm looking at your screenshot, something seems to be a little bit off. It just looks a little bit different, but just proven there that the coupon code does work. Yeah, I mean, that's why we don't offer a consistency rule, right? Consistency rules suck. It's like you shouldn't be punished for having a good win. Makes no sense. Yeah, like guys, everything should be really, really easy, right? Which is, I think, is amazing about this, right? Like remove a lot of the third party bullshit, make life easy for everybody, make it easy to get paid. That's the whole goal, right? But yeah, Shirley, I think at this point, like I'm getting notifications that your payment attempts are being blocked. I think the card that you're using or whatever it might be is giving you some issues. Oh, sorry, Olivia. I didn't see that question. Have I specifically closed my other prop accounts? Not officially, but I will be soon. Yeah, I'll be taking a full payout here pretty soon. Yes, you want to be submitting non professional in your data subscription feed. If you choose professional, you will be not allowed to trade. They won't let you. And that's not a me choice, that's a DX trade choice. Setup been easy for everybody? Any issues with getting trading accounts or anything like that? No, it does not. No. Kathy, it'll just depend on your sizing or what account you purchased. Like $79 will depend. It's the price. I mean, with watch list, right? Everything's kind of taken care of for you here internally. So it's all sorted out. You just go to symbols. As for you, I mean, you can search up more than this if you want, right? There's other stuff. But it's all there. So if you just type in NQ, you're not going to have to worry about doing anything more specific. It's all already there set up for you by default. Yeah, Scott, send me an email. We'll set something up. We'll figure something out. I mean, it's a dark mode, yeah, and there's, oh, that's weird. Yeah, Canada should exist, should be second. That's weird. I haven't seen that glitch before. Weird. Yeah, I'll fix that. That's strange. Yeah, dark mode's the best. It's the best. But no one had any issues loading up their trading account? If that's the case, you guys are going to have me so happy here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, surely your issue's a card issue though, not an account issue. Like your card is getting flagged for suspicious activity. Yeah, I mean, it should be really easy, Sonia. It should be really, really similar to what you're used to already, right? So let me see if I can do this. I actually think it's a little bit maybe nicer of a trading window than trading view. But like this is trading view, right? Like the take profit, stop loss pricing, kind of a little bit funky. This is a maybe a little bit easier system. Try a different browser, maybe, Shirley, or try a private window. Could be a cookies issue. Yeah, it's the whole goal, Greg, right? Like, yeah, I mean, I want this to be fair and reasonable for everybody, but I don't want it to be predatory. I think a lot of the prop firms out there, they do want it like to make you as stressed out and feel as anxious as possible because it makes you a worse trader. Like, dude, the pass rates of these prop firms is less than 10%. Like DTR will do really, really well as a company and as a business if our pass rates are like 5 times that. So, that should be the standard that we should be going for because that makes us more money long term. I appreciate that, Greg. It has been a long 4 or 5 months building this out. Last couple weeks have been particularly stressful, and I wore that in my trading a little bit for sure. So I'm very happy to be done with. Yeah, so it will drag out, right? So if I were to do a let's say a market order and I do a stop loss price, so let's just do 25,100, right? It'll show out. So then I execute my position And now I can drag this. I can do whatever I want with it. So it's all there. Be careful that there isn't any space in it. I mean, the code was just working. I just showed you guys the code was working a second ago. Did a 150K reset. Worked for me. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, maybe try a different browser, but seemingly still working for me. Any other questions here, team? Any other questions about the prop firm or anything along those lines? Everyone know how to access it. This is Edge, I think it is. Yeah, it's Edge. Yeah, try maybe a different browser, Doug. I'm not quite sure. Maybe there's like a little space in there on the front end or the back end that shouldn't be. I don't know. Maybe you're at your account limit. I'm not sure. If it persists in the morning, let me know. We'll get you another one. Any other questions here, team? How's everyone feeling? Everyone feeling good? Everyone excited? Yeah, who knows, Tony? Who knows? I mean, more RAM will for sure make your computer feel more responsive, Joseph. Personally, I'm running a ton of RAM on my computer. It makes a huge difference in like, I mean, you can see how many tabs I have, or maybe you can't. I have a million tabs open all the time. So it's got its own little quirks and features there, but yeah, I mean, like I think it just makes things feel smoother, which I think always helps. RAM at the moment though is crazy expensive. So if it's like not computer isn't too bad, you might be better off just like toughing it out for a few months or whatever it might be. I mean, look, keep your Apexes, Sonia. You know, you try to get payout out of them, but like don't let them renew, right? Like try to get something out of them if you can, but don't. You don't need to be pot committed to them anymore. At DTR Fire Island, I'm not sure if that's like Firefest style. I don't know if that's like Michael from The Office Company Retreat or if that's Michael from The Office at Sandals, Jamaica. I think all three options are both exciting but equally horrifying. So deep chart, is effectively what you see here, right? The DOM would be a version that looks like this. You can choose between either one. Like, you're not going to be stuck. I think that the deep charts is better personally, but if you want to do DOM, for sure. Yeah, order entry, right? You just click the T panel, so trading panel, and then we'll get rid of this. You click buy, right? Limit. You want your stop loss, right? Then you type in your stop loss price. You put in your price here. So we'll say, I don't know, make it a little bit below where the current price is. And then now I wait to see if I get a fill, right? So same thing, like every other trading platform you've used. So just click buy or click sell, and then that button will get red or it'll get whatever, and you'll be able to make your effective decision. Make sense? If you're thinking of getting a new computer, Joseph, then that might be worthwhile, right? If that thing isn't, updated to where you need to be. Realistically, if you can get like anything that's reasonably modern, right, last like a couple years, you're gonna have a really good computer. And then just get a couple monitors. Like, I think having 2 monitors, it's a little bit greasy. Like, it can be a bit expensive, but it does make a big difference. I think it's just keeping your eyes organized. Any other questions, team? Any other questions? Yeah, scroll up and down. You just gotta click this button, and then you can do it. So then you click and hold, and you can scroll up or down. Let's go, Shirley. Nice. No, it's the same coupon code for everyone right now. That's 80% off. And so it's the same coupon code for all members. We'll get more total accounts available to everyone over the coming months. But for now, that's capped at 5 total accounts. Yeah, so you go, right? So you'd be on your dashboard. You click the trade button, right? And then it says launch trading platform. And then it brings you to that. Then you click Deep Chart Webs. All right, we'll leave this. And then it'll auto connect you to your correct data feed. So just click the trade button, right? Should be pretty self-explanatory, hopefully. Any other questions here, team? Any other questions here? Yeah, guys, like, I mean, we're overcomplicating this way too much, right? Like, who cares what the difference is between what the analysis looks like versus where you execute, right? Like, let's not overcomplicate it, right? If it's going to be trading view, it's going to be trading view. If it's not trading view, it's not trading view. It doesn't make a difference. It's the exact same price. It's going to be the exact same data feed. Like, nothing is going to be different. So let's not complicate it, right? Like, the same way that you guys have been using trading view for your charting, and many people are using Top Step or whatever, you can do all your analysis here too, right? So you choose your own adventure here. I'll keep mine for as long as I can. I know that I have trading view integrations that are coming at some point. So once those are set up, you'll have options too. And it just takes a little bit of time, Doug. But yeah, let me that is an issue, right? So let me take a look. We will try to get that set up and provisioned for you as soon as possible. Did you complete your KYC? When it says click trade, does it say launch your trading platform, or does it give you nothing? Like it says, we couldn't connect to your trading platform, retry. Let's go, Joseph. Love that. Like when you made your purchase, did you fill in your KYC or no? Or sorry, your DX data subscription? Did you fill in a data agreement? No, it's not the KYC, Doug. Did you complete the data agreement, the DX data feed agreement for live market data? Did you complete that? That will be what's preventing your provisioning. So either it didn't trigger and you didn't get sent, or you didn't complete it. So it's not KYC. KYC is only for payouts. Your data feed. Did you complete your DX feed agreement? If it didn't trigger, then that's on me. If you didn't complete it, then that's on you. Did you see the agreement now though? Do you have it? Or do you never or you don't see it at all in your account? Okay. Send me an email, right? And we will get everything provisioned and set up for you. Michael, are you having the same issue where the account didn't provision for you, or you're not able to access your trading account? Yeah, Doug, sounds like it's an issue on my end. We'll get that sorted for you. Please email me with your receipt and we'll get it set up and manually fixed. All right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? I got to get going here pretty soon. Michael, did it work? No, Kathy, we'll try to set up some sort of integration where you won't have to connect anything to the DTR Trading Hub. It'll just be auto pooled. But for now, not really a huge priority. Good, Greg. Love to hear that. But Michael, you got, like, is your account working fine? Are you able to? Where is it? Does your trade tab look like this, or does it look like something else? When you click trade, does it look like this, or does it look like something else? Michael at dtrtrading.com. And with your receipt, please, right? With your receipt. So I can trace your account. Hey guys, final call for questions here. Final call for questions. I got some calls I still got to do this evening, Marty. I wish. All right, everybody. Well, yeah, same deal like always, right? If you have any questions, send me an email. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. But well done. It's a pretty good setup here. Hopefully we'll get everything else set up. For everyone, if you email that to me in the next 20, 30 minutes, we'll make sure that it's all provisioned for the morning. And then honestly, guys, I'll let you know about tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what time I'm able to get to bed here this evening. If it's a reasonable time, we'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll be back to normal. If not, then maybe Thursday we'll be back at it again. So have yourselves a great one. We'll see you maybe tomorrow. And have yourselves a great day. Peace.